Why do you want me out to yourself when I could bless you and Mariah and Bolaka? Like, why?
You say you got a girl. How you want me? How you want me when you got a girl? A feeling is reckless of knowing itself. Y'all niggas ain't shit.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Resi the Resonator here. Today I have some lovely guests with me. We're gonna be trying out another segment for y'all on Resi's debut week, and it's called Let's Talk About It, okay? Okay, basically this segment is gonna be where I get 3 or more people together and just talk on a particular topic. And today's topic of choice is niggas ain't shit. Now there's been a lot of controversy. There seems to be like some kind of general consensus that niggas ain't shit going around, and I thought, why not speak to the niggas? Thank you. So we're gonna hear from them today, have some questions. I have questions that y'all have asked me, that all of us girls have, you know, we've come together, we've asked the same questions, and we're gonna get those answers today, okay? All right, so I'm just gonna have all of my special guests introduce themselves, starting with this fella right here.
Whoa, it's the young Brenzel. You dig?
What is your name?
You had one job. I'm Will Ohakam, the one and only, from Dallas, Texas. My name is Bradley Olumayewa Babajide Thorpe, Lord of my grandfather's land in Yaba, son of Kola and Rumpin Thorpe.
My name is Kev Quace from Dallas, Texas. Dallas.
Oh, my name is Steven Akiotu. My name is Boluw. You already know what's going on.
Last but not least, I go by the name of Tolu for Lana, also known as Tolu 2.0, also known as Toe from the Mo. You can follow me on Twitter at TOLU_AUGUSTI and EE. That's 2 E's. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
They know.
All right, first question. Agree or disagree? Niggas ain't shit. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
I disagree. I'm in the middle.
Okay, I like the honesty.
Don't believe it.
Disagree.
Okay. See, here's the thing. I feel like everybody isn't shit. Okay.
I agree with
So I
that.
guess niggas are included in that pool. So technically, yes, but at the same time, I'm too.
Okay, I agree with that. I feel like niggas ain't shit.
Yeah.
How do you like the metrics? Like, how do you assess someone's shitness?
You go from Tolu, which is the most shit, to Will, which is the most ain't shit.
Why do y'all think that there's a perception that niggas ain't shit exists? Like, why do y'all think there's a general consensus among so many women saying niggas ain't shit?
No, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Okay.
The reason why is because y'all be choosing the wrong man.
Oh, you think so?
Women, and y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Women will choose a certain type of guy. He will do exactly what everybody knew he was gonna do, and then she'll still cry at the end. They do FBI research to find out all the stuff that the guy's gonna do. They find out what they already knew that he was doing, and then they cry.
No.
And then they cry, and then they stay. And then they stay.
Look, girls have this fairy tale mindset. Not even fairy tale, but like they have a certain listen. They got a certain mindset for everybody. They got a certain standard that they learn from their house, right? Their parents brought them up a certain way, like right. So they have this like, okay, a guy's supposed to be this, and they see a guy physical features. They fall in love with like physical features. Like, all right, cool. Talk to him, cool. We chilling, cool. All right, and then realize the more they get to know this nigga is not what you expected. Like, like not everybody's gonna be what you expect.
I mean, in addition to this though, there's like, most girls have this like, I would say Bob the Builder mentality. Correct. It's like, you want to fix things, Even when they hear fixer man is not a good guy, they'll be like, I don't want to change you. We've been there, Muslim, and that's the when they go in there, he fucks them up, they come back and join the high percentage of niggas and shit. That's why this is happening today, so.
Okay, but what about... Okay, piggyback.
I'm sorry, no, I just got a lot to say, bro.
Piggyback.
like what he said with that Bob the Builder thing. Like girls be wanting projects. They specifically think they can change a guy. You can't change. You can't change a man. Whoever he is, that's who he's gonna be. But like for whatever reason, I don't know. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like in y'all's head, it's like, oh, he's this way and that. But if I help him up, get him on his feet, you know, do this and that. I don't know. Is it a romantic like fantasy y'all have? But that's
no. But you gotta look at it the other way. Like if you like somebody enough. You know, you want to keep them around, but they just got this little flaw. Like, would you want to put that little extra effort to like help them out of
Get
that?
where they need to be.
Or like,
Or
is
my lawyers are present though, so I can't say too much right now. But
well, you say your what's president?
my lawyers are present. My attorneys are here right now, so I can't say too much right now on the topic.
Okay, I see
but
the.
I have my ones and twos though.
I just wasn't twos.
When it comes down.
Okay, go ahead.
When it comes down to this stigma that niggas ain't shit. I mean, it's situational, honestly.
Situational.
Yeah. So meaning like it depends on the circumstance. You have these girls who pretty much get mad because they don't guys don't dance to their tunes. So when I say that, I mean like girls who want a guy to act a certain way, do certain things. But then if you just young and want to live life, like why you gotta be an ain't shit nigga if you just out here living life?
Okay, like I see what y'all are saying, because there's girls that do that. There's girls that like want to fix guys, where they'll know a guy's ain't shit, but they're like, oh, maybe it's gonna be different for me. But what about like when you have that guy that's like legit, like he's the guy that's nice. Like typically girls will go for nice guys, but I feel like sometimes you'll go for the nice guy, or you'll go for the guy that's like I'm no offense to like guys out there, like that's a little lame, or he's just like not what you typically go for, because you're like, let me not block my blessings, let me try something different, since it's obviously not working out with these other guys I'm going with, the fuck boys or whatever, and they will still do the same exact thing.
Okay,
shit niggas do.
well, in that case, it's not the guy's problem, it's the girl's problem. Thank you.
But it's like every girl goes
It's something
through
that
this.
she's consistently allowing in a relationship for her to always get the same result.
That's true, bro. If it's the same thing that happens over and over, then it's like,
It's signs that she's ignoring. It's things that are happening and she's looking the other way. There's something going on with her. It's not necessarily the guys always. Because guys will only do what you allow them to do at the end of the day.
But I feel like but I mean, like you're saying guys only do like what you allow them to do, but even if you nip it, like let's say you just end it, they're still ain't shit. You're ending it because they're ain't shit. Like that's not, I mean, it didn't progress, but at the end of the day, they were still ain't shit. That's why you ended it. You didn't allow them to be ain't shit to you.
I mean, it hasn't got to that stage where it's ain't shit. You're seeing signs and you're like,
Oh,
okay, I'm
like-
not doing this anymore. So you back out before it gets to
Before
that
it
stage.
gets serious.
But
So-
no. Let me stop it right there. I need all girls everywhere around the world to understand that when it comes to ain't shit situations, you don't go from a great relationship to something happening and then it ends. It's always little stuff that leads up to a big event.
Okay.
So guys are always gonna test the waters. Okay, can I kind of do this a little bit? Okay, she let this slide. Okay, bet. I'm gonna take it to the next level. I'm finna actually go to the girl's house that I'm texting. Okay, she didn't care that I did that. Okay, bet. I'm gonna sleep with her. Not me. It's not me. It's hypothetical. Then he gonna go to her house, gonna sleep with her. Oh, okay, she took me back. So bet I'm gonna keep doing this. That starts somewhere.
That
You don't
makes sense.
immediately begin sleeping with her. You know what I mean?
It makes sense though. It makes
Yeah.
sense. How do y'all feel whenever girls kind of just make a generalization or an assumption that you're not shit just because, let's say, you're really popular, you're really attractive, or just like different things like that? Like they just generalize and just label you as ain't shit.
Listen.
I thought take it easy.
95% of girls that say niggas ain't shit don't actually believe it. They only tweet it for retweets.
Okay.
Because the niggas that they say ain't
Clout.
shit, they're still in their DMs. They're still talking to them. They're still shooting their shots. They're still choosing. I'm done.
It's true.
I feel like girls want the bad guys. I used to be a good guy. I used to be a loser, And when I was a loser, a good guy, a friendly guy, I got played. Then I turned I have to do it. I turned it to the dawn of the auction, and now my cup is overflowing.
Wow.
So my advice
Nice.
to the young guys out there: do you, okay?
Yeah.
Be the robot demon that your father was. And it'll come to you.
Oh my God.
Or Ebo, just in case you.
Ebo did that.
But, I mean, to answer the question in generalization, it needs to stop. Because at the end of the day, all people ain't shit. Like, everybody's a doofus out here. You just have to protect yourself, male or female, it is what it is, honestly. Just be smart, have self-worth, know your standards and that shit.
Also, if I could add to that, like what she just said, that's almost factual. Girls, I don't know if y'all just tend to automatically think if a guy has status or he's up there, he's popular, he's this, and that, he's automatically a thought. He's automatically a thought to go. And it's like, I feel like that's not true because I know guys that are extremely low key, guys that you don't know, but they're worse than the guys that are out here. So there's no.
Meeting those ones too.
So there's no like, I feel like there's no standard, there's no rule that you should think that because he has clout or whatever, he's automatically ain't shit nigga.
Yeah.
To build on that, just because I have marionettes, that doesn't mean that I just have women in my life like that. I'm very, deep down, and nobody knows this, I'm very lonely.
Oh my God.
No, because the thing is, people see me, they're like, oh my gosh, the dawn of the auction. I don't have anybody I can trust. So like I feel like I curve more than like a light-skinned girl. Because like, no, seriously, because you never know who you could trust nowadays. So, I don't know what this has to do with that. I just wanted to deep.
Okay, this is a question that I'm sure a lot of girls have. I've talked to my friends about this. I've talked to random girls about this. It just seems like every girl goes through this. But why do guys, interrupt the girl's life, pursue her, get her to like him, start moving things start escalating. They bring you to this level because a lot of time the guys set the pace because like girls are like, I'm not trying to like him too much. Like if he's not feeling me, I'm gonna chill on him. And then when he starts showing you that he's liking you, you start to like him more. And it's like as soon as you start to like the guy, okay, now that's when he starts trying to act somehow, and now he's not ready for something serious. When he brought you to this point of wanting to be serious, like I'm very confused. Like that always happens. They make you want to be serious, and as soon as you're there, they're not ready.
I stopped doing that.
So it's something you used to do.
Yeah, every guy. But,
Okay, that's fact?
huh?
Okay.
Yeah, but now I'm honest.
So why do y'all do that? Like why? Like even in the past, like why do y'all do that? Why do you make a girl like you? Like make her feel like she can be serious when?
Because sometimes we get bored. I get bored.
Or maybe sometimes you actually like the girl and
But
then
you just not.
shit happens.
You just swear. You're just
Yeah,
not
like
ready.
there's a girl that I liked a lot, that she was that I had, interrupted, whatever. I liked her a lot though, but I mean, after like 6-7 months in, I'm just like, okay.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You're young.
I was gonna pick back, because I know exactly what he's saying, and I used to never understand it too. I think it's just a boy thing, but it's like you can like somebody, and before you get to know a girl, like let's say you peep her on Instagram, social media, in your head she's this fantastic. I don't know if y'all have ever read a book called The Great Gatsby, but it's that exact story. In your head, you think that she's this wonderful, fantastic, beautiful person, and then as you get to know them in that 3-month, 6-month period, and you get to realize who they really are, the fantasies you had in your head isn't exactly who they are in person. It's just like, I'm sorry.
A lot of times, like, we get deep into something, and then life hits us, and then we start realizing, like, yo, this life is short. Like, excuse us, like, what's going on? Life is short, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? We only live so long. Sometimes, like, whenever something springs up in the moment, you just gotta, like, live that moment, you feel me?
Yeah, you're right.
Sometimes, like, and then, like, towards the end, like, sometimes things change. Like, I feel like life is a movie. Like, anything could just, there's no set. You can have a set way, but, like, nobody knows the director's scripts. Like, anything could just
Fact.
I know what you're trying to say.
So sometimes it's out
like
of
feelings
our
just
control.
change.
But
Sometimes
like,
it's out of our control.
no, why? Because literally it can be one day a guy's talking to you about future, all this stuff, and then it's like now you're not serious. Like, why are you talking about the future, talking about how much you like me, and now you're not serious?
Here's my philosophy. Why? And the girls, y'all gonna hate me for this, but it's kind of selfish, in my opinion. I don't know about y'all. For a girl to want an influential man onto herself. Like, why do you want me onto yourself when I could bless you and Mariah and Polaka? Like, why? Because like, and I don't know if it's in my blood, but my grandfather, he had like 5 wives, and like they're all good.
And look at he's speaking real.
Yeah, look at Floyd Mayweather. Look at P. Diddy. You know, look at our grandfathers. You know, they're all strong men with a community of women. Why can't we go back to that day and age? Because it's selfish to just want one man onto yourself. Why do you deserve me?
Are you feeling with your girl? Like, can your girl have multiple men? Can your girl have multiple men?
It doesn't work. It's not fair. It's not. A girl can't do that, and it's not fair. But that's the way
Then you
life
can't
is.
do it either.
Nah, yeah. If you gonna say that, like, yeah, I mean, it gotta be on both ways.
No, if a girl does that, no.
If you say
If
that's
a girl, it's not fair. It's not fair. True, but if a girl does that, she's a hoe. If a guy does that, he's a god.
He's a god?
He's a god. Okay, wait. Quick question. Take it easy. Quick question. Who's the wisest man on earth?
Who was the what?
Solomon.
You read your Bible. Okay. How many wives did he have?
A lot. But we not in the Old Testament.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's not Bible.
Thank you.
So?
It's 2017.
So you don't want to be like King Solomon?
No, this is.
Do you want to be like King Solomon? Yes or no?
But listen.
That's too many girls.
You're saying. You're saying a man can have like 5 women, 6 women, whatever. But then, can these 6 women you have 2 husbands or 3?
No, because that makes her. Okay, I have a good quote.
So why are you not
I have a
alone?
good quote.
Okay, go.
A key that can unlock any door is a master key, but a door that can open for any lock. Wait, I messed it up.
I get what you're saying.
I have to get it right. A key that can unlock any door is a master key, but a door that can unlock for any key is useless.
Facts. Here's the thing though. I will say I have never met a girl who can unemotionally just talk to a whole bunch of guys. She's gonna eventually catch feelings for one or for all. But I know guys who talk to a plethora of girls who don't care. So I mean that's kind of my 2 cents on that.
Why do y'all think that like it's so easy for y'all to emotionally unattach yourselves from people?
It's just
If you go down to it,
chemical imbalances
not a chemical,
in
like,
male species. Like that's all it is.
if you think about it, like if you say like we're animals, you know, we have that animalistic, you know, a component of us, you know. You don't see a lion just having one lioness, you know. He makes one. A year later, he has another lion and stuff. I mean, it's just nature.
So basically, what you're saying is biology, is human nature for niggas to be ancient.
Not ain't shit though.
Is that the master?
Whenever you talk about societies, like if you think our ancestors have like multiple women. Not saying like I don't condone.
I do.
His actions, but I'm saying if you really think about biology, like the westernization, like that's where this whole ideology of having one woman, one girl comes into play. Like my grandfather had 2 wives. My great-grandfather had 3 wives.
It's just that you want to do it. It's okay.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't mind having 2 wives. I just know it's not right anymore, though. So I might have a.
Why isn't it right?
A wife and then.
And a what?
And a pet.
I said 2 wives. No, because each wife is taken care of. If she needs money, I'll give all my wives, allowances. If they need dick, I give them dick. And the thing is, why it's so phenomenal is because when one girl's acting up, if you only have one wife, you're stuck, you're miserable, right? But if you have a plethora of women, if Mariah's tripping, Folake, she's ready. If Folake is tripping, Sarah, she's ready.
But that's good.
The cup is running over. That's what I really want to. That's what I want to do to your head.
That's like it's okay. You think that's okay? Like it's not ancient.
if they're taken care of, and the bills are paid and they're happy.
But is that like, would you classify that as an age shit tendency?
That's shit because people are happy.
That's the man ready to take care of his responsibility.
Moving on. Moving on. Okay, so Tolu was talking about like, you know, how guys are able to like talk to multiple people and like not be attached. Do y'all think that's why a guy can literally like be with a girl, like he can be with a girl like for a long time, his girlfriend, he loves this girl, like genuinely cares for her, would do anything for her and still cheat on her? Like why do you think that is? Like,
okay,
is that the reason?
See, this whole thing is a choice, basically. It's not about, oh, you male, you female. It just comes down to you making a decision.
I feel like guys make that decision more often.
How do you know?
Wow.
This is the same niggas ain't shit thing we have going on right now. Because there's no stat saying, oh, okay, there's this percentage of blah, blah, blah. I bet if you check your phone right now, is women doing this more than men. If you check your phone right now.
Oh, yeah.
Right now.
I think that we talking,
tell you this.
if we talking scriptures, man, as a man thinking his heart, so he is. My thing is, why thinking if you can just make it happen, you know what I mean? So I don't think
That's what
I do it.
It's like, it's a choice. Everything is a choice. You feel me?
Just do it, man.
No, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's basically what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it's your choice to say, okay, I want to do this thing. I don't want to do this thing. Like it's not about, oh, men cheat more than this cheat.
Okay, but my question is more so, how can you cheat on?
I mean, okay, if I was to.
But like a person that you've been like a long-term relationship, like you love this person, like you genuinely care for this person. It's not just like
Okay,
a girl
but
that's
as
talking
anyone
to
in
you.
this world been forced to cheat though, like they held your neck, say cheat, cheat, cheat. They held your neck, saying okay, cheat, cheat, cheat. Like, they had to come to that. It's you making a. This is a grown decision. Like, okay, you're saying.
But what
okay,
makes you make that
I have an anecdote. Obviously, like, I haven't even been in a long-term relationship, talking of being in a long-term relationship and then cheat. But if I had to guess, from what I understand and just the way boys and girls are wired, with boys, when they cheat, and let's say they cheat, the person in the relationship cheated and had sex with another girl. For guys, when they have sex, it's like it's just another carnal activity. You just do it and you move on with your life. But for girls, it's more of an emotional experience. You get that attention. Yeah, so for with guys, it's like you just do it and hey.
It doesn't mean something.
So
Well, to me, it means something.
I'm emotional.
weren't able to
I don't have to.
show your
I make love.
in that moment doesn't mean that you don't.
No, so that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so like the guy could still be in that relationship and be madly in love with her. At least from what I understand. Ladies, please, if you're watching this, I'm not gonna cheat on you. All right, just understand. But anyway, my explanation is just that the guy could be in that relationship, still be madly in love with that girl, do that act just in a moment of weakness, and still love a girl.
But what if he's like entertaining other people?
Oh, see, that's a different story.
Different, right?
That's a different story.
But what is that?
I was gonna say this. Why people do it? I mean, if you look at pop culture, I mean, look at the guys we idolize, the celebrities. It's all around us, We listen to music, They all talk about how they treat girls, how you have a main chick and you have a side piece. It's all in mainstream media. So with me, I never really had that role model of what a guy ought to be like. So the streets raised me, man. So.
Actually, that's actually deeper than you realize.
The reason I don't cheat, well, I cheated before, but that's because my ex cheated on me. So I was like, you're gonna cheat on the Donna the auction? Let me cheat on you. But the reason why men would cheat is because, girls, you gotta please your man. Period. If you're not pleasing your man, somebody else will. So that's a very good reason. That's why I would cheat.
Here's the thing. I'm not even.
My pleasure comes first.
I'm not even gonna say that. But to his point, ladies, you could be absolutely perfect. You could do everything 100% right. You could love this man to the ends of the earth. If he cheats on you, that doesn't always necessarily mean that he doesn't love you. Don't equate, like Boluw said, his moment of weakness to a lack of love at the very same time. So, I mean, everybody's seen relationships where the guy has cheated and the woman comes back. Lala, and who was that?
Beyonce!
Oh,
Beyonce! Oh, Beyonce, bro! Beyonce, come on.
Like, it's
Carmelo and Lala?
Yeah, Carmelo, Lala, all that. So, I mean, that's just what it is.
We're not condoning cheating.
Nelson Mandela. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I guess my point in that entire message is don't put it on you. Don't look at the situation and say I got cheated on. There's something wrong that I'm doing. It's not always you. most of the time it's not you, it's the guys.
No. First ask yourself, am I doing everything I can to please him? If not, no, seriously. No. Let me say, no, because girls, you're man. No, seriously. Girls are stressful. All y'all do is complain. While us men, we provide. We put up with your attitude. All I ask for is sex and attention. If one is missing, and food. If one is missing, then of course I'm gonna go somewhere else to get it.
Okay, but if you're not getting it, are you communicating? Because sometimes you feel like the relationship is perfect. Like the girl's feeling like everything is good. Your guy does this and this for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. But like if you had just communicated, hey, like, you know, this is missing from a relationship, then y'all could work on it. Like communication is like, I feel like that's a huge factor.
I mean, she should, the guy should communicate, and if she just doesn't have what it takes, then maybe that's when you talk about, you know, adding a second girlfriend.
Please, shut up.
If she doesn't have what it takes.
Shut up.
Yeah, man, about to kill you.
So this guy's a character.
Okay, we're gonna move on. We're gonna play a little game, okay? And basically, this game is called Build or Bullshit. And I'm just gonna give y'all a situation, scenario, and tell y'all like what a guy's doing. And I'm gonna ask y'all who thinks the guy's trying to build, you're gonna raise your hand. Who thinks the guy's trying to bullshit, you're gonna raise your hand.
Yeah, if you're dealing with a mature guy, a mature young man, and he's telling you, I'm not ready, don't equate I'm not ready to I don't like you or I don't see a future with you. He can legitimately within himself just not be ready, but still value you, still love you, still, you know,
New pussy, fuck it up in one night.